One of the easiest pasta dishes you can make is Penne Arrabiata. Now, Arrabiata means the angry sauce, and it's angry because you have chili in the sauce with the tomato. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our olive oil and we are going to put a big glug in a frying pan. We're going to add in our cloves of garlic. We're not going to break these up, we just want to colour the garlic, and we're flavouring the oil with the garlic. We're going to chop up and use half of the chili because this is a very fiery chili. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put in the saucepan our drained pieces of tomato. Here, all I've done is use the big can, 400 gram can. Broken it up with my hand to release the juices inside. It's a fairly dry tomato based sauce, arrabbiata, and then we will fry that off in the infused oil with the chili for about 10-15 minutes until the tomatoes are cooked, and then we'll use penne with the ridges, if you can see here, little ridges on the side of the pasta. That is because the ridges hold the sauce onto the pasta. So we are going to cook that for about 8-9 minutes in hot boiling water, which has been seasoned with salt. You don't need to put oil in the water, that's a myth. And then we'll cook that al dente and we'll add the pasta to the sauce and we'll tuck in. So I'm going to use about 6 tablespoons of oil. That'll do me. In with the garlic. Now, while the garlic is cooking, I'm going to chop half of my chili very finely. Try and remove the seeds, because the seeds are the fiery part. When you're cutting a chili up, make sure you don't rub your eyes with it or anywhere else on your important parts, because it'll be quite painful if you've got a really hot chili. So, in with the chili. Now what we want to do is just add a little sprinkle of salt. Turn my tomatoes down to simmer, and all I've done is use the back of my wooden fork just to break the tomatoes up further. I've just had a taste, it doesn't need any more salt. You just need to let this simmer now. The oil infusing into the tomatoes. I've taken the 2 cloves of garlic out because they'd started to cook and they'd actually started to colour. Now, you don't want to colour your garlic too much because that makes it bitter. So we've got a nice infused spicy oil, spicy garlicky oil. I'm going to take about 250 grams of penne. Put that into my water. And what I'm going to do with my penne, a big pinch of salt, add that to my boiling water. Now on the packet it says 8 to 12 minutes. We're going to cook it at the lowest setting. so we want it with a bit of bite to it. All Italians like their pasta al dente. When you take the pasta out of the pan, you can always bring the pasta back to the sauce, which is what you're supposed to do, and as a result of that, the pasta will continue to cook in the sauce while you're dishing up. The pasta has been cooking for 6 minutes now. It's starting to soften. I don't want to overcook this, so I'm keeping my eye on it. Pull one out of the pot. Just have a quick look, give it a squeeze. You can see it's actually softening. It does have a bit of bite on it still, which is good. And I've just grated up a handful of Parmesan cheese. So what we're going to do, we're going to add our sauce into the arrabbiata, put the cheese on, maybe put a sprinkle of parsley on the top of that. Now that's my pasta, cooked to 8 minutes. I'm going to drain this off but keep some of the water in the pan. Our Italians like to take the pasta to the sauce, mix it in. I've left about a cupful of the water, the pasta water. And all we do now is just toss our pasta in with the tomato sauce. Here's our lovely arrabbiata mixed with the penne pasta. You can see the ridges are actually holding the sauce onto the pasta, which is what the pasta is designed to do. Now all we need to do now is sprinkle a handful of Parmesan cheese on the top, stir that in, and we're ready to taste it. So we've mixed our pasta with our tomato arrabbiata. I've added some Parmesan. The pasta is cooked perfectly because if you cook it to the minimum per the packet, you get an al dente, and all Italians eat their pasta al dente. You can tell the spicy chili in the tomato. It doesn't need seasoning because Parmesan is actually salty. We've only added a little bit of salt to the cooking of the tomatoes. You can taste the tomatoes have been cooked in garlic oil. This is quite a beautiful dish, and I hope you go on to make it.